sure to join my Discord server for a chance to be in my next mega build battle. Today, we are going to be doing another mega build battle. The build battle theme is going to be a 10 by 10 apartment. We are going to have 4 people building, including myself, so 5 people in total. Let's take a quick look at the rules. You must build an apartment, only build in given 10 by 10 space, no time limit, and only use 1 floor. Each plot already has their designated person, so it's time to go into build mode. Ready, set, build! To start off, I decided to map out each of the rooms so I would have an idea where the bathroom would be, the bedroom, and also a living room / kitchen area. For this little corner, I decided to put in a bathroom. I wanted it so when you walk into the apartment, the kitchen is right next to the entrance, so that is what I'm doing over here. Because I wanted this space area to be also a living room, I decided to put in a bar instead of an actual dining room table, and I think it fit the theme really well. I was obsessed with these arched openings, so I decided to put 2 of them so that they would be a walk-through doorway without an actual door into the kitchen. Once I was done pretty much with the simple layout of the kitchen, I decided to then put in some couches where I wanted the living room to be. I then go on to add in a glass door because I also wanted a patio in my apartment. And with the flooring, I laid out the space available for the patio area so that I could later on go back to it and decorate it. Now, in this last room, I decided to make it a bedroom because we do need a bedroom inside of an apartment, don't we? And I decided to make a custom backboard for the bed frame because I felt like it. So why not? As decoration for the bedroom, I decided to make my very own custom dresser because I did want a mirror on top of the dresser doors just to give it a little bit of a modern look. So I used a mirror, of course, and then I used some rods to outline a handle and outline the whole entire dresser so it would look more 3-dimensional. I do then go on to add in an actual dresser just because I needed to fill up the space, and then I built my very own custom plant with some rods and then using some gardening items. I had some texture and color to the bed that I ended up not liking later on. Don't worry, I changed it. I know it looks really bad right now. And then I added in a nightstand and some openings on the walls. Because I wasn't quite sure how to decorate the bedroom, I decided to then move back into the kitchen and living room so that I could later on come back to the bedroom. Back into living room, I noticed that this space was very empty. So I tried to add in a dining room table, but it looked very much out of place because I already had the bar connected to the kitchen. So instead, I decided to delete the tables and instead make a pantry / laundry room. So I added in some cabinets, some laundry machines, and it took a while to figure out how exactly I was going to do this with the little space I had. Since it's a laundry room and a pantry at the same time, I decided to put in a sink because I thought that would be necessary, right? And then I made the custom wall trim / decals that I see all over TikTok, and it makes the room look 10 times better, so I decided to try them out in the pantry, and I thought it'd give a little bit of character to the room, so I ended up keeping them. In this little corner over here with these custom shapes, I'm going to be attempting to make this pantry rack that I saw on Pinterest, so it's totally inspired by that image. I just don't know who made it, but that is what I'm going to be doing here. To decorate this little pantry space, I decided to add a bunch of spices and jars along with some toasters, a kettle, a cutting board, I don't know, some coffee, I guess, or whatever else I could find I thought would be in this storage room. I then go back into the living room because I wasn't quite sure what else to add into the pantry / laundry room. That's kind of what I do. If I don't know what to add, I just move on to the next room in hopes that later I can get some ideas to finish up the room. Right now, I'm pretty much adding whatever I think would fit best and occupy some space in the room just so it doesn't look too empty. For the kitchen, I had this idea that I wanted high ceilings, so I decided to use this hollowed out roof, and then I used some wooden beams to outline it, so these beams gave it a little bit of character, and then I decided to use one of the Bloxburg chains so that I could attach it to a fan and have the fan hanging from the ceiling. Here, I go on to decorate the kitchen, but the cabinets, I don't know if I was really feeling it, so I decided to do what I did for the bedroom dresser and use these rods to give a 3D effect to the cabinets, and I ended up liking how it turned out. I know that the kitchen may seem like it has a lot of white, but don't worry, I start adding in some appliances, some plates, whatever else you would find in a kitchen, and I do end up changing the color of them just so the kitchen wouldn't seem like it would only be the white color. I then went ahead to color the flooring and decided that for the kitchen, I wanted one specific texture. So I ended up changing the texture for the kitchen to be specifically tile and then the rest of the apartment to be a wooden texture. When I think of an apartment, for some reason, I imagine a really slim doorway to walk through and then you come into the apartment house, actually. So I decided to construct my very own wall with using some custom shapes. This wall was a perfect amount of space, and then I added some decorations to be greeted with as soon as you enter the apartment. For the entrance, I'm just filling up this little storage unit just so it wouldn't look too empty. And of course, you can't forget about the plants. Once you turned the corner from the entrance, this spot was completely empty. So I had to fill it up with something. So I was like, what can I add? I added in a few picture frames. I added this outdoor storage unit box that I've never used before. And it turned out looking really good with just adding in some pillows and making it look cozy. And on the opposite wall, I decided to add in one of these console tables, some plants, and just decorate it slightly. I finally then go back outside to the patio space and decide now is when I'm going to decorate it. I got this fabulous idea. I've never used the word fabulous before. Anyways, got this idea where I would make these hedge tall grasses. I think that's what it's called. And I used some custom shapes in order to make the bushes. I even added in an outdoor glass table, some seats, and an umbrella just to occupy the space outside. Right next to the entrance, I thought it was perfect just to add a little couch just to occupy this space. In the living room, I changed around some colors, I added in a plant, and I even added a sculpture to the wall because it was quite empty. I also added this weird looking statue right next to the entrance. That was my first time ever using that sculpture. I now go back into the bedroom and decide, okay, this is the time I'm going to actually continue decorating it. So I add in some curtains, I change around the colors of the bed so that it fits the rest of the house with lots of greens, and then I add some decorations to the shelf behind the bed. For some reason, at this point, I thought I had finished the whole entire house, you know, adding in some last minute touches. But then I was like, oh my goodness, I totally forgot about decorating the bathroom. So instantly, I went ahead, I changed the counters around, I changed the toilet, and just tried to make the best out of the space I had for the bathroom in order to decorate. Here I am adding in some shampoos, some towels, or anything else that I think would fit in a bathroom. I also even built a custom shelf on the wall in order to hold some toilet paper. You know, when you run out of toilet paper, you don't want to be in that position when you don't have an extra roll. And I added in some vases, some plants, and a picture frame. Once I was done decorating the bathroom, I decided to add in a form of light above the mirror because it looked nice, okay? And then I even went into the bedroom adding in a chandelier just because it also needed a form of lighting. Outside, I didn't miss my opportunity to add in some fairy lights too. Now I'm finally adding in some roofs, and with the roof, I wanted to add in some skylights into the apartment because I think it's so pretty when you see some sun rays coming into the room in Bloxburg, so that's what I was attempting to do. On the skylights, because it looked like there was no roofing at all, I decided to add in some wooden beams just for extra texture and decoration. But other than that, I was pretty much done with my apartment build. So now it's time for your favorite time and mine. It is tour time!
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights. And I really wanna know if I will ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high. Even if the sky is falling down. Jumping from cliffs so high, trusting our wings to fly. Sometimes we're crashing down, but we get up and start from the ground. And I really wanna know, if I'll ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for
I'm sick of lying here all alone and nearly sleepless at night. I'm honest, it's boring. 1,000,000 demons surrounding me, picking a fight. It's toxic. You were the best I ever had, but every second you were screwing me over, and now I'm done with it. I guess that there was no surprise. Deleting you out of my mind. Isn't it iconic? Standing on the front line, steady going forward without knowing the direction. I need to be honest, it was for the better. Now every day is perfect for a life of celebration. Go ahead. Come tonight, I'm struggling, reminiscing about our good times, the good days, but good wasn't the only perspective of all the days that we had. We lost it. You were the best I ever had, but every second you were screwing me over, and now I'm done with it. I guess that there was no surprise. Deleting you out of my mind. Isn't it iconic? Standing on the front. We've had this conversation, and you seem to agree with me. But when there's complications, you withdraw and leave me to be. When there's a problem, you become like a wall, and every time I trip, it's a free fall. Why don't you help me the way I help you? You don't have to save me, just be my parachute. When I'm feeling down, you're just not there, making sure I'm okay. Why don't you help me the way I help you? Understanding, you're such a sensitive guy. When your friends are hurting, you make sure to stick around. But when it comes to me, you don't wanna know. Yeah, every time I trip, it's a free fall. How I've tried, written down the words to say it is time. I've been waiting 5 days to explain how you make me feel inside. Baby, got it all figured out, wanna do this right. There's no doubt in my mind, baby, you're the one. And tonight, I am going all the way. The way you touch my hair, it all goes away. The things I plan, the things I would say, now I keep rambling on. I sound so cliche. What I am trying to do is say I love you. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And all the things that you do. Ooh, ooh. Sounds like a fool, 'cause when you touch my hair, the words goes away. What I am trying to do is say I love you. You don't know how I shiver inside.
Yeah. Love you from the first time you called me lame. loved you for your wits and your wicked games. Yeah, always on my mind, always in my brain. Yeah, with you the summer came and went in a day, and I've been craving you since the first time that I sat by your side. And I've been on my knees thinking time is gonna fix me inside. Oh, no, nothing's gonna make me forget, and I don't think I want to forget anyway. Yeah, yeah. No, nothing's gonna make me forget. Yeah, I don't think I want to forget anyway. Yeah, yeah. I can feel it when you're miles away. Yeah, you can make it shine when the whole world rains.
And those were all the apartments for this mega build battle. Make sure to join my Discord server for a chance to be in the next one. Bye!